learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. To ensure that the meeting runs seamlessly and is enjoyable for everyone, please keep the following ground rules in mind. Speakers are requested to employ caution when talking about sensitive topics such as sex, religion, or politics during the meeting. Please turn on your camera and ensure your microphone is muted when you are not speaking, and please do not interrupt when someone else is speaking. Kindly rename yourself with the role prefix in front of your name, and if you are a guest, please prefix guest in front of your name. Our club Sattvic Toastmasters is focused on wellness and healthy living, and we take any information shared with thoughtful consideration. Please note that any or all information is based on educational purposes and is not a medical advice. And we request you to consult a qualified medical professional before making any health decision. So, without any further delay, let me invite Toastmaster Pratik for his opening presidential address. So,
Okay. So good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Can I have some answers?
We are doing
Good
great.
morning. Doing very well. Thank
Okay.
you. How are you?
I'm great, and first of all, I'm very sorry that I'm not able to open my cameras. There is some technical glitch, so definitely maybe over a period of 15-20 minutes, I will be able to come out of it. So so sorry for that I am not there for last two meetings, but I'm sure that it was a wonderful meeting, and I will get the updates from someone, maybe Vikram. Like, how was the meetings? Last two meetings, I was not there.
Okay, so the last two meetings, at least the last meeting was great. The last but one meeting was did not happen because of many people going for jubilance. But post that also, I think one more week, people were not available. But from last week, we are having a nice meeting. So I was the team mod, and I felt everyone enjoyed the meeting. So
Thanks for this update, Vikram. And yes, I was also a part of the jubilance, and definitely I would like to share something on that. But the good news is there. The good news is there that we got one award, which is a compliance award from our program quality director. Again, I will send the photo of that award. We are having a mobile stand holder in which Sattvic Toastmasters for Healthy Living is there, like, and it was from district 126. As you are aware that now this district 126 will be over a period of 3 to 4 months, 1 to 2 months, it will go, and then after that district 225 will come up. So it's a big news. Many clubs will be joining together to get the advantage of the communication and leadership from each other. So it was a wonderful event, and I got a wonderful experience. I got an opportunity to play a role of the chief sergeant at arms, and I really thank Mayuri, who has really helped me out in getting that role. And I am also welcoming her as a member again. Maybe Vikram might have done it, but I am welcoming her to DTM Mayuri as a member of Sattvic Toastmasters Club for Healthy Living. She
Thank
is a
you.
dual member. Yeah, most welcome. And she is a dual member now. She is also member of the old district, and she will also be a member of the new district.
Yes.
So you can see a passion. You can see a passion of a Toastmaster. Once a Toastmaster, always be a Toastmaster, and she is a dual member. She is living up that philosophy. If you want to share something to DTM Mayuri on that.
You've already said exactly what I have as sentiments, Pratik, because I wanted to continue to remain in the Telangana Andhra district because that's where I have grown as a leader. However, because I live in Nagpur, the clubs from Nagpur are moving to Maharashtra. So I know my home club will automatically be aligned to 226. So I've taken a dual membership. I'm a member of 226 also and 225 also.
Yes, that's great, and it's a great news. She is having a wonderful history in Toastmasters, and as you are aware that our club is improving in the memberships, but definitely with the help of her and so many of you, uh, as an online club is having a great, a reach across the globe. So with the help of her and each and every one of you, I'm expecting that in next 2 months, at least we will be having 20 members. Right now we are having around 11 to 12 members, but definitely I'm sure that with the help of each one of you, and if each one bring one, I think we are going to achieve it. Let us take the target like this. Okay, so this was just an introduction and what I experienced in Jubilance. And I can see many of the guests, no doubts, and these are the regular guests. But I would like to take introduction of one or two of them. I will take, let us take Mayuri only, DTM Mayuri only. Okay, so you can maybe introduce yourself and maybe um, give some words about Sattvic Toastmasters Club. Yeah,
Thank you, Pratik. So, of course, now I'm no longer a guest. I'm actually a
yeah,
member
I
of the
know.
club and a
Yes.
proud member of the club. And I tell you, if I'm not mistaken, when the club was chartered, I think I must have been serving as a division director back then at that time. And we were in an online mode because of the pandemic during those times. And I remember Raghu chartering the club along with, of course, the charter members. And with Raghu, there has been a very different kind of relation because, of course, his wife has also been always very active at Toastmasters. But I have taught French to his sons. And I was actually teaching French to his son early morning, and I could see in the background Raghu was already in another meeting, probably Satvik, because it is at this time that I used to teach French to Bhavin and Riyansh both in the morning. So probably on another laptop, Raghu was in the background in a Toastmasters meeting, probably Satvik. And in that evening, he passed away. I still cannot um, absorb that image. It's still so imprinted in my brain. And that's what I told Kalpana as well. So Satvik has a very different place. I'm not saying it's because of the Toastmasters, it's because of the people that I have seen here. More importantly, of course, Raghu, first of all. And then the second thing, the word Satvik, that also resonates a lot with me because I believe immensely in healthy eating and healthy living for a healthy life. So I think on those fronts, I would love to probably find out in my circle of people if I know someone who will align with this thought or align with the timings also. Of course, it's 7 in the morning, and why not invite someone? I'll see if I can for just a 10-minute session to talk about something in lifestyle, and we'll see how it can go. I'll try to contribute as much as I can, and this is for all members of Satvik. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing setting of the context. And I also, because of Raghu, I was a part of Satvik. And because of this philosophy of healthy living, I am a part of it. Definitely, I am also into this meditation and so many different things, but we will definitely talk on this. Thanks for this sharing your views and sharing about the French, how and what happened. Definitely, it was like everything. I was not able to even think that day when I heard this news, and still I always remember that day. Something happened, something like this happens to a person who was such a wonderful human being, and doing some lot done a lot for the Toastmasters fraternity. So he was more than 2 times, I think, DTM, and like many things to say, but definitely I will stop myself. I can keep on saying, but thanks for sharing this. I will take one more, maybe Toastmaster Varghese. Maybe I know you are a regular guest, and but I would like to take your views and then proceed further. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I have nothing much to add. I can say that. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. I have nothing much to add because it's like early morning, a dose of boosting, I can say. Every Sunday we attend this. This timing is superb. I enjoy this timing, because early morning, because this brush out all kind of laziness. Because waking up early morning, because Sunday is holiday now for most of the people. So I enjoy this journey of Toastmasters. Maybe if I take retirement from my life, this is the first club I would prefer to join. Surely, this
Amazing.
because as you know that when I am doing when I'm on duty, I cannot join because my duties begins at 6 to 6, begins from 6 and
Okay.
finish at 6. It's difficult. So for intermittent months, I will be missing. So thank you and back to you, Toastmaster Pratik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Verghese. I was very happy to hear the last words which you said that once I get retired, maybe this will be the first club you will join. So I'm very happy. Even I'm thinking, many of the college clubs which are there, once they are in college, they are in college club. But once they are coming out, if they are not able to, go physically, they can go and join Sattvic. So maybe I am looking at the vision of such thing, so that we can increase the membership and give the skills to each other. Okay, so how many of you? What is the theme of the day? Anybody?
Presence
Presence
of
of mind
mind
and
or
absence
absence
of
of
mind, right?
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So at least people knows it, and I will definitely come to it. What is the understanding? And many a times in life, this happens. Something interesting happens with us. What we do, we don't act based on what actually is happening in the real world. Instead of that, we act based on what is going inside our mind, and that is where the presence of mind and the absence of mind and the difference between the two comes into picture. I will go into the theme, but first I am having wonderful role players to play with, and I would like to invite a person who is always bringing something new to this club. He is none other than the general evaluator of the day. He is none other than Toastmaster Shahid. Are you there to introduce the role players? Big round of applause for him. Toastmaster Shahid, are you there? I can see him, but he is on mute.
She just
Toastmaster,
mentioned he's stepping out a little bit, or maybe he
no
will be back.
issues, no issues. So till the time I will play his role for a while. Okay, so let us introduce the tag team of the day. The first is none other than a person who always keep track of the time, which is always on x-axis. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Aniket as the timer of the day to introduce his role.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. So, yeah, good morning to, I am the timer for today's meeting. So my role will be to time the various table topics, speeches, and the evaluations. So, uh, among the prepared speeches section, the time limit will be 5 to 7 minutes for most of the speeches. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 5.5 minutes, at 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. And there is a 30-second grace period of both the upper and lower side, so the time limit will be 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds. Similarly, for the trivial topics, the time limit will be 1 minute to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will show the green card, 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. And there is 30-second grace on the upper side, so the time limit will be 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds for the voting. Similarly, for the evaluation, the time limit will be 2 minutes to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a 30-second of grace period on both the upper and lower side. So the time limit will be 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds. Let me show the cards also. Yeah. So like this, I will be showing the cards. So at the end of the meeting, I will present my report. So back to you, Toastmaster Pratik.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aniket. So now coming to the R counter. Yeah. So
Yeah.
our counter is a very new member of our club, and he is always busy, I know. But finally, thanks He has joined today. He is none other than Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram.
Yeah. Good morning, Namaste. Greetings to the President, the Toastmasters, and the fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as scratch or pass filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words, including and er. I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to you, President Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram. Okay, so the next role player is a very important role player who helps us to increase our grammar, to improve our grammar. So over to Toastmaster Vikram as a grammarian of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Pratik Agarwal, for introducing me. And yes, I am Vikram and I'll be the grammarian for today. As a grammarian, I will be playing the role of an English teacher. So you know what an English teacher does, right? So he makes sure that somebody is talking in English. He will ensure that he watches their language. And if there are any improvements that he can make, he will definitely help you. Then I'm going to play the similar role today, where I'll be keeping a close attention of all your grammatical usages, good usages of English, or anywhere somebody can improve in English. I'll be taking a note of all such instances and going to provide my report at the end. And not only that, I'll be introducing the word of the day and the idiom of the day today. So let me share my screen for that. Just a second. I hope you all can see my screen. Let me know, Pratik, when you can see this. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is coming. It is coming. Just a minute. Yeah, it came now.
Sure. So the word of the day for today is pragmatic. So what is pragmatic? Pragmatic means dealing with problems sensibly and realistically, vital for both professional and everyday communication. All right. I see somebody writing on my presentation, but let me stop that.
Sorry, my screen was just touch.
I know. Just trying to avoid it, but anyway, that's okay. So the next, what is the workplace application? So if you want to use it in somewhere in your workplace, for example, you go to office and in your workplace, how will you use it? Using pragmatic in discussions helps differentiate theoretical ideas from practical approaches. So whenever you're dealing with some practical problems and realistically you're trying to approach things, then you can use the word pragmatic. Right? What are the benefits of using this? Incorporating word promotes vocabulary growth. Obviously, every session we are doing this word of the day and the idiom of the day, I keep on repeating this that at least once everybody who is on the stage should use the word of the day and the idiom of the day, because it's going to improve your vocabulary. It's going to make your communication clear and you will become a confident speaker. And it encourages objective evaluation and thoughtful decision making in collaborative settings. So whenever you are making some points which are very thoughtful and you feel that the word pragmatic can be used there, so you are encouraged to use it. Okay, so here are some example usages. What are those? Like, we need a pragmatic solution rather than a perfect one given the timeline. So if you replace the word pragmatic with realistic, it will still make sense. We need a realistic solution rather than a perfect one, given the timeline. So the word pragmatic and reflective can be used alternatively. She took a pragmatic approach to resolve the client issue quickly. Let's be pragmatic and focus on what we can realistically deliver in this sprint. His pragmatic mindset helps the team to stay grounded during challenges. If you look at all these examples, I can still use the word realistic and it will still make sense. And the last but one example is instead of over-analyzing, a pragmatic decision will help us move forward faster. I hope these are enough usages, example usages, but I still want one more person to come forward and use this word of the day, pragmatic. Anyone?
I took a pragmatic approach to resolve the issues at my work site.
Great. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Varghese. And with that, let's move on to the idiom of the day. So the idiom of the day today is on the same page. I think this is very frequently used idiom. So I think we are all on the same page, right? So we are with Pratik on the theme of the day as well, which is presence of mind and absence of mind. So what does it mean? The idiom of the day? It means that having a shared understanding. As a Toastmaster, we all have a shared understanding of why we are meeting today, right? And which club we are in, and what is the theme of the meeting, and who are all the role players. Everything is we are all on the same page. Otherwise, we cannot run the meeting. So that's how it is. It's a very simple idiom of the day. Can I have someone use the idiom of the day again? So here are some of the example usages. Before we finalize, let's make sure we are all on the same page. I think the team is now on the same page about the priorities. Can we quickly align so everyone is on the same page regarding their roles? After the discussion, we seem to be on the same page about the next steps. Let's think once more to ensure stakeholders are on the same page. Can someone please come forward and use it in your own sentence before I wind up?
If everyone takes a very pragmatic approach to a conflict, I'm sure everyone will come to on the same page.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, DTM Mayuri, for using both word of the day and the idiom of the day in the same sentence. So with that, I hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Pratik Amova.
Yeah. Wow. What a word and what a idiom. Last week, I was in Gujarat to have a pragmatic approach on a particular problem and to bring everyone on the same page, whether it was my supplier or the customer or myself. So thanks for the wonderful word and the idiom of the day. And I would like to invite, after getting the introduction of our tag team timer, our counter and grammarian, there is next introduction which is left is active listener. So I would like to invite first Toastmaster Shahid to invite the active listener for his introduction.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Thanks for taking care in my absence. And hi, everyone. Good morning. And I am Toastmaster Shahid, General Evaluator for today's meeting. And as the tag team introduction was already done, we have an interesting role. If you observe ourselves, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we have to listen more than talking. So that is the importance of talking. To prove that and to give such an importance for the listening, we too have an interesting role in our regular meetings. That role is active listener. So to play that such a crucial role and engage us with his questions at the end of the sessions, we have an energetic Toastmaster Varghese. So Toastmaster Varghese, can you please explain your role?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid, General Evaluator. Good morning once again. As we all know, that being a good listener is just as important as being a good speaker. So, as an active listener, my responsibility is to pay close attention to all the speakers here and make sure that everybody is attentive and actively engaged in all the activities of this meeting. So, active listening is not just about hearing something. See, listening with an open heart and mind. That's important. Because when you listen, you learn something new and you are giving a feeling to the speaker that he is valued. This is very important. That also an active listening really build a constructive and you can say very, very positive atmosphere in the club, in the meetings. So let's all active attentively and engage earnestly and wait for a mini table topic session at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Shahid, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varghese. Thanks for your clear explanation about the importance of the listening and about your role. So with this, we have completed the tag team role introduction. And being the general evaluator, I will be watching on all the activities, and I will provide my report along with the tag team at the end of the meeting. So with this, I will hand over the virtual podium back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pratik Agarwal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid, and thank you, Toastmaster Varghese, for explaining your roles. Now comes our theme. So, theme of the day is presence of mind and absence of mind. It is presence of mind or absence of mind. Do we understand that? As Toastmaster Shahid said, that we have to first listen. We have 2 ears and one mouth. So we should listen more and speak less. And when we will listen more, what will happen? Can anybody tell me? When we will listen more, what will happen?
We'll
We will
understand more.
understand the speaker more.
Perfect, perfect. We will understand better. And my dear friends, right understanding is the key for anything. There are many people who listen, who hear to answer. We have to hear to understand the things. The right understanding leads to right listening, and right listening leads to the best results of the world. Now, coming to the theme of the day, as I said, that many a times in life, something interesting happen with us. We don't act based on what actually is happening in the real world. We act based on whatever is happening inside our mind. Our mind is a big thought bank, and it always keep on thinking instead of sometimes thinking around what is actually happening. Some people say that what we see is not the reality, but what is the reality? If somebody is able to see that, that is a person who is having the right understanding of whatever is happening around the world. So let me give an example, and to make you understand where the difference between presence of mind and the absence of mind comes in. And after this story, during the course of the meeting, I will be asking your events related to presence of mind and the absence of mind. This is my small story. One day, my sister and my complete family members were there in my house. They came to my house for staying a day. So that day, my sister has decided to make a delicious food for us. She made egg curry for non-vegetarians and paneer curry for vegetarians. Now, just a day before, we had ordered chicken maharaja, a non-vegetarian dish from outside. And as usual, we had ordered a bit too much. So what we have done, it was leftover, little bit of leftover. In my mind, one thought was continuously running. Let's finish the leftover food today. Because I always, don't want to waste the food. So that is my belief system, you can say. So let us finish the leftover food today. So I casually suggested, let's also serve that chicken maharaja and let it get used. So a small child heard this. In my family, there was a small child. She heard that. And as children, they insist, I want to eat. She said that I want to eat this even if it is cold. It was kept in the freeze. So without thinking too much, I just took out that chicken maharaja and served her hot. Now what happened next? She ate only chicken maharaja, and she didn't eat my my sister, which she has prepared a lovely food with her hands. She has not taken that. At that moment, I realized something. This was my absence of mind. Why? Because I was acting based on what is going inside my mind. What is going inside my mind was leftover food should be used. Instead of what actually the importance in the real world, my sister came from outside. She wanted to make us eat lovely food from her hand. She don't wanted, outside food to come in. So she went out of the way and prepared the food. So I should have thought on that lines. So what would have been the presence of mind in that situation for me? So let's use this was going inside my mind, that let's use the leftover food. So I should have paused there. I should have thought that, is it the right thing to ask or say right now? Or does this respect the efforts which somebody is putting in? So the answer is no. So the learning is, presence of mind is not about reacting fast. It's about pausing at the right moment. The presence of mind was, I should have, thought of the thought process, what is inside my sister's mind. And I should not even, given the subject of that, okay, let us use the leftover food. So my dear friends, it's very important. Something wrong may happen in our everyday life, but we have to reflect and start using our presence of mind instead of absence of mind. This was my absence of mind, that I have brought that subject of old food. If I would not have done it, it means that I was thinking in the present moment. I was thinking that my sister is preparing something, everybody should eat that. So this was one of the example of presence of mind and the absence of mind. I will get back to you in a short while. You keep your events ready in which you have come across your absence of mind and what could have done better. Now let us move to the next, to the first session of our meeting, which is called Prepared Speech Round. Today, our speaker is Toastmaster Hemavati, and who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Pujit. I would like to request Toastmaster Pujit to read out the speech objective and also the topic of the speech.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Can you please confirm as I'm just clearly audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Toastmaster Pujit from Kai Toastmasters, today serving as the evaluator to the speaker, Toastmaster Hamavat. So she's going to deliver her level 1 project 3 in the pathway of dynamic leadership. So today her speech title is Family. The purpose of this particular speech is to the member practice the vocal varieties and the body language to enhance the speech. So all the best to my target speaker for and looking forward to your speech. And I know you are a great and cool, composed speaker. Keep that in mind and I'll stay calm. And all the best for you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Yeah, can we bring Toastmaster Hemamati on screen? Yeah, can we ping her so that, yeah, absolutely. You can see the timer cards, Toastmaster Hemavati.
No, I can't.
Okay, so timer, can you, yeah, show the timer cards?
Hamavati, do one thing. Put your screen mode on gallery mode. So there was a mode in gallery mode. You can shift to that.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
There was a gallery mode on your screen to see the multiple screens.
On the top bar, there is a three
Yeah, I'm
boxes.
in the gallery mode. Yes, I can now see the timer.
Yeah, so timer, can you move the card so that she can see green, yellow, and red? Yeah, I think you are able to see that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Toastmaster Hemavati, family. Family, Toastmaster Hemavati.
Indian family is always a test. How many guys are with you? People spend hours looking for the reality shows. But me, I don't even waste a single second without leaving. Not because I'm very obsessed with the reality shows, but because I am living in one of the reality which the family me. family with a chaos of so many things happening. But here comes what a Indian family is. Let me tell you a situation where a Sunday morning in a family. A Sunday morning means obviously getting up late. At least that's what I thought. But after
Sorry for the
sleeping,
interruption, Toastmaster Hema, but we are not able to clearly listen to your speech. And also, can you come closer to your, yeah, because
Hema,
at times,
can you remove the background blurish effect?
okay, okay.
And please come closer to the screen.
Yeah, am I now? Yes. So let me restart the speech, I guess.
A timer, you
Okay.
can reset the timings.
Yes.
A typical Indian family is always a therapy. How many guys are with you? People spend hours in the reality shows and the movies. People spend money to achieve that reality show. But me, I don't even waste a single second to not convince the reality show. Not because I have lots of money and not because I'm very obsessed with it, but because I'm living my life way for a family. My family. Way my family have been always a chaotic thing. Let me take my Sunday morning. Sunday morning is something where I have to be wake up. At least that's what I thought. But according to the Indian families, if you wake up past 6, you already wasted your day. Me peacefully sleeping in my dreams, and after 7, my mom will be entering to my room like commander, and she was like, "Wake up, wake up, kid, the half day is already gone." And me with a very, very sleepy eyes, opening one eye at the clock, and I was like, 7. Mom, 7 it is. Even birds won't be waking up right. And you are saying it's half day done. Are you teaching me how to say a clock? It is my word in this home. Get up or you will not get good for the day. And yes, I like peace in my life. So I will be getting up from my sleep. There comes the most dangerous question. What are your plans today? Plans. Oh, this is definitely a dangerous question. Because if you say nothing, congratulations. You have just volunteered yourself for the unhold household. On the very next second, you said there is nothing to do in a day. Boom! There comes the thousands of birds from. Go clean the room, do the chaos, bring the groceries, and many, many more. And yes, I have been doing that work, which is nothing. And at the very evening, I started believing, did I really born in a family or join a startup? And yes, definitely, my mother is not only the boss here. We have a substitute where my father enters. definitely one sentence that solves all the problems. When I was in your age, is that definitely, definitely when it's in your age. My father, probably in my age, have uh, woke up early, respected elders, do his work, and many, many more, and even invented the electricity too. But me, struggling to find my phone, having it in my hand. And yes, that sentence story, my father have said to me more times that I can give it a speech without even thinking twice and also better than him. Of course, that comes a mother, a father. No, a boss and a substitute in a family. And there comes the most influence of a family. Brother, sister, cousin, siblings, no, relatives, relatives. These people have more influence on our family than the government. Yes, because they are very talented, but because they are only here just because God have given to us and say, hey, they are very and yes, everything you have been doing in your life always related to the relatives. Want a new hobby? What will relatives think? Want a new hairstyle? What will relatives think? Want to go to abroad? Too bad. The relatives are thinking. Yes, the relatives, relatives. And there will be always that relative who would be comparing you to the other members. They were like, look, there is your cousin. He is employing Google. And what are you doing? Just a lazy. And me, in my mind, I was like, Auntie, look for this. She's such a sweet auntie that he's minding. Why can't you? And you know, I like peace in my life. So I would be keeping quiet. Likewise, a family may always question. A family may always ask you things to do that you don't like. A family is always a chaotic. But that family is always the loudest. That family is always the caretaker when you are injured. That family always cheers you up when you have win. And maybe guys, your family also have a pile of questions too. There's so many works for you to do. But that family and your family is always my family also a care. It also has so many questions. The characters will never change. But me will never have intention to change that reality show in my life. Hope do you so. Thank you and over to you, Toastmaster.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Hemavati for her speech. Yeah, 1 minute of silence for giving her the feedbacks. You can write feedback to her on the chat, on her personal chat, or maybe in the group or in this Zoom chat. Timer, help me out with the 1 minute. Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. I hope everybody has given the feedback. It's very, very important for a speaker to do what is really good, to keep on doing what is really good, and to improve what needs improvement if you give the feedback. Okay, so now it's the time to move to the second round, which is none other than the table topic round. But before moving further, I will just give a food for thought. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Anyone can share any event in which you thought that, okay, this was not my presence of mind, it was my absence of mind. Let me improve that next time. Any event anybody wants to share? Like I said that, in my sister prepared food with the intent that, everybody should eat the fresh food. But what I have done, because of my absence of mind, I have taken out old food from the fridge and then given it. So it was like she might have felt bad. So it was my absence of mind. So any event if you want to share, I will give maybe 5 seconds to think and then you can raise your hand or start speaking. Otherwise, I will move to the next event. Yeah, Toastmaster Vargas. Toastmaster Vargas, you want?
Yeah. Actually, one day, am I audible clear?
Yes.
Yeah, one day what happened? We had a plan to go for an outing. My wife and my three daughters, and we were ready everything. And all of a sudden, I prepared because I always prepare well in advance. The day before I prepare everything, I kept everything in in the vehicle. I prepare like good even water kettle also. I kept everything. This is my way of doing because anything can happen because I'm traveling with I mean three daughters and my wife. There will be no one to assist me for driving, so everything I have to do by my own. So my daughter. So what happened then? Everybody ready, early morning 5 o'clock. Then all of a sudden the car key is missing. The car key is missing. We are searching here and there. Oh, what happened? Where is the car key? And most of the time I keep it in my pant pockets. If I forget, there is a place, assigned place there. So we checked there. And otherwise, she said, my wife knew this very well. She said, check at your pocket. And then nothing is in the pocket. Then where is it? Then all of it, we searched almost 10, 15 minutes. Then my youngest daughter and went to the vehicle and checked the keys in its place itself. Early morning when I wake up, that was the first thing I did. I just kept the key there, but I forgot about that one. That was a real hilarious thing. We simply wasted 15, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. This was really an absence of mind because of many things comes up. It's always better to have presence of mind to avoid those issues. Most of the things are, laughable when you think about that one later on, but some can be dangerous. So this is one incident I wanted to share with you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the
Perfect.
day.
Perfect example. A big round of applause for him. Yeah, Toastmaster Vikram.
So similarly, what Toastmaster Varghese said, I also recalled one incident. Sometime back, what happened? I kept the car's keys inside the car and locked my car. And it was a day like where my daughter was having a competition, and oh, sorry, not a competition. We all were planning for a vacation, and I was about to take the car out, and I was like searching for the keys, and we can see the car key inside the car only. And because it was there was no remote, we did not have a remote at that time. It was not functioning, so I had to open the car with the manual way only. So I forgotten that it's not having a remote and it's locked now. Now I was like totally confused. What should I do? So I was thinking that should I break the glass and get the key out, because that is what the first thing everybody thinks, right? But it will be a very expensive thing to replace the. Then suddenly my wife said, "Why don't you check with the scooter wala? There is a scooter shop near my house. They might have some keys or something to open the car." And yeah, it was a pragmatic approach, I would say, because I went there and they assisted me, and we also able to get some help because they had some contact. So it was a very timely decision that my wife suggested. I was having the absence of mind and she was having the presence of mind. So because of both of us together, we able to resolve this on time. So
Wow. What an
really,
example.
I recall this. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah. So this is what happens in our daily life. But we have to reflect, keep reflecting so that we can reduce the absence of mind and bring our presence of mind to do the right things. And sometimes very important things, we keep it so safely that we forget where we have kept. Like we are forgetting our password. So like that, this happens. So, but we have to be aware. When we are aware, definitely anything can be resolved. Now let us move to the next round, which is the table topic round, which will be conducted by none other than DTM Mayuri. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Pratik. Today I will be playing the role of the Table Topics Master. This round and this ability to speak spontaneously without any preparation is extremely important in life. And Toastmasters allows us to practice during our meetings the ability to speak spontaneously, like we say, speak on the go. I have tried to make it a little different today. So there are going to be 5 or 6 questions. But before I read out the question, I'm going to give a little gist of the context, basically. Every question will have a small context. The timing guidelines for this particular round is from 1 to 2 minutes. Every speaker has to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. A green card will be showed at 1 minute, a yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and a red card at 2 minutes. The speaker would have to wind up in the next 30 seconds, which is 2 minutes 30 seconds, after which the speaker will be disqualified. The ability to think, first of all, of course, listen, think, organize, and deliver the speech is what we are learning through this round. Can I have the first volunteer? They are very interesting questions. Please don't be scared at all.
I can be the first, if it is
Thank you,
fine.
Pratik. So I'll give you a context first. Studies have supported the common observation that different colors suggest different moods. Red is usually rated as exciting, blue as serene, yellow as attention getting, green as positive, and black as powerful. If you had to wear the same color for a year, what color would you choose and why? If you had to choose the same color to wear for a whole year, what color would you choose and why, Toastmaster Pratik?
Yeah.
Timer, can you
Wow.
please start the timing? Yes, Pratik, please go ahead.
Wow, what a question. And definitely colors plays a very, very important role in our life. And if I have to choose one color for a year, I will choose green. Why? As she said that green shows positive. Green shows move on. Green shows that the doors are open. And I live with this philosophy, my dear friends. I believe in the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, which is be the change. Be the change you wish to see. Be the change you wish to see. And when you be the change you wish to see, you can bring the change you wish to see. You know, it's very easy to tell others that do this, don't do that, and this chorus will never end. But when you be the change, when what you want to get the things done, you just do that, people will follow. I'm having a team of say 10 members in office and a family in my home. I am the eldest member in my family. If I am telling to my people, to my colleagues in office that you should come on time, and if I am telling my children in at home that you should leave on time for school, and if I am always late, I am not being the change. I will never bring this change. Why? Because I am not setting an example. So my dear friends, I will choose the green color to be the change and to bring the change in this entire world and make a difference. Although all the colors are important, yellow is important for different purpose. Red is important that you have to take a pause for some time. There are blacks and whites. Problems will keep on coming in our life. But if I want to choose one color, I will definitely choose green for the reason to be the change and bring a positive change in this society. Over to you, Toast Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pratik. I, for one, would never be able to wear the same color for 365 days, whatever they may represent. But I really appreciate your take on that spontaneously. Thank you so much. May I have the next volunteer? I see Vikram's hand, raise of hand. So, Toastmaster Vikram, I'll set the context first very quickly. After experimenting with explosives for many years, Alfred Nobel invented dynamite in 1866. Nobel's invention earned him a lot of bang for his buck. In his will, he established a trust fund to award the annual Nobel Prizes in the fields of chemistry, medicine, literature, physics, economics, and peace. If you could establish a prize in your name, for what would it be awarded? If you could establish a prize in your name, for what would it be awarded? Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayuri, for that wonderful context as well as the topic. Very innovative way to have a table topic speech. Yes, if I have to announce this prize on my name, I would definitely give it for patience. Yes, because I feel like right now, with the way that our lives are moving, we are very fast. We are not finding time to appreciate. We don't reflect on what we are going through and what we already have in our life. The gratitude that we should have in our life actually builds our life to the next level. I would say that the person with the most, who is very patient at the most critical time of his life, should have this prize awarded, or an inventor who had been patient for a very long time for his experiment to become fruitful, or for anybody or for any woman who has shown the exemplary patience in bringing their children up. That is obviously should be given for every woman of our country, because that's how I know women are having so much of patience. They take care of so many things in our life. So I think this prize should be very much available to many people. That's my intention also, so that everybody can appreciate how important patience is in one's life. Not only that, I have always been living this life of the rat race, like where I was working in corporate companies, and my lifestyle has always been like this, where I have to run every day and earn money for the family, and then win in my career, and always have to do something different, and equip myself with all the skills that I have to uh, hone in my career. So I've been always running behind all this. But the last few years, it's not the way that is. I wanted to always reflect and see where am I going. It's not this rat race is going to help me in a long term. In a long term, I have to have a purpose. I have to have a clear vision for my life. I also have to take care of my family, my kids. How are they living? How are they growing? So I thought that is so important than me running a rat race. Over to you, Toastmaster, David Topic Master.
Wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram. So much to learn. Patience is definitely not one of my virtues. So, which means I really, really have to work on that front. Thank you. Can I have the third volunteer, please? A raise of hand. All right. Toastmaster Varghese. I'll set the context first. An arctophilist collects teddy bears. A brandophilist acquires cigar brands. Recipes are collectibles for receptarists. Conchologists can search for shells. Phonophiles keep an ear out for phonograph records. And delciologists collect postcards. What do you collect, Toastmaster Varghese? What have you collected in the past? And if you could collect anything, what would it be? What do you collect, Toastmaster Verghese? What have you collected in the past? If you could collect anything, what would it be, Toastmaster Verghese?
That was a Yorker. Really, you bowled me over. Anyway, thank you so much. I didn't even understand some of the terms you utilized there. Anyway, that is not important. That is not important. I know that they are all belong to some other category. I have been collecting only one thing in my whole life.
Mhm.
Whole life, because that was the more important thing. Whatever you are, because no matter what, whatever the position you achieve in your life, my parents taught me since my childhood. But there is only one thing that can really change the whole world, the kindness. So I will definitely start collecting. I have been collecting the kindness and throughout my life, because because I have noticed that in many places, like for example, let me share a small incident from my own life. When I'm at the rig, because we are at the senior positions, there are many people who's working as subcontractors. So they do not have anyone there. If some problem comes, nobody cares. Nobody cares, because if something happens, because sometime I may have to keep quiet to make someone as scapegoats. There are many, what happens in the side place, because after all, the work politics is a reality. That's where we need to really show our compassion and kindness to the people. So I really helped a lot people, the people who cannot raise their voice against any of the management policies. So I helped because we have the voice there. So I just somehow I managed to help many people because of the kindness, compassion, to prove their innocency and to avoid any further untoward incident in their life. So I definitely believe that even in the future also, whatever happens in my life, and I walk in a place where uh, nothing is, we do everything what is not written in the law, written in the rule book. So I walk in such a place. So always we need to show, we need to be different than other people if you really want to become, successful in your life. That's what I always believe. Because success is not at all, not only depends on the things you achieve in your life, but things you provide, the kindness, compassion you showed in your friend circle, in the people around, especially the people who needs it the most. So, Toastmaster, table topic master, this is the thing what I do. Let me ask you before I conclude, what would you, back to you?
I was waiting. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Varghese. This is the first time I've heard of kindness as being a collectible, and I'm so impressed by that take because I am a very typical, I would say, a typical youngster who collects coins and stamps and keyrings and magnets and pens and pencils, materialistic things, which I'm never going to take away with me when I leave this world. So I think what you mentioned and what you shared is far more important than the stuff that I collect. Thank you so much for your take on this. Can I have someone else please raise a hand or volunteer? I see Harsha has raised his hand. All right, Harsha, this question is for you. NSK will come to you next. So I'll set the context, Harsha, for you. Most people know Leonardo da Vinci was a masterful painter who painted the Mona Lisa. But he is also considered a genius for his many inventions, including the bicycle, scissors, extended ladders, ball bearings, and the parachute. He also designed bridges, submarines, flying machines. Toastmaster Harsha, what kind of machine would you like to invent or design? Toastmaster Harsha, what kind of machine would you like to invent or design? Toastmaster Harsha.
So imagine building everything, painting something, and you find success in everything, but you get recognized in just one. How would you feel? I'm pretty sure the person who have painted Mona Lisa have felt something like that because he built bicycles, he built scissors, everything that helped humanity. But this humanity chose something to recognize that self the inner peace of someone. And now, when you ask me what I would like to build, Let me tell you, ma'am, I would like to not build any machines or any other kind of things, but it connecting to the point of Toastmaster work is I would like to build a machine of kindness. The kindness which makes people love not themselves but others too. You might say, okay, what do you mean by kindness? Do you mean you want to share your kindness? No. I want to make this world into a place of kindness where people encourage people. Yes. Some place where, we might say we are encouraging you, but still there are some people, there are some times where we cannot accept the fact that we are not encouraging them. But when we are fully encouraging them, like when we are fully heartfully giving them our kindness and our love, what can stop us? What can stop humanity from being loved and from being kind to everyone? Thank you. And what would you build, Toastmaster Mayuri? Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsha. Well, I would love to have someone built for me because I don't have the brains to do any inventions. But I would love if someone could design a head massager machine for me, please, where it can oil my hair and massage. Oh, that would be the most peaceful experience in life. And I know till the time that my mom was alive, she was my head massager, right? But then after her passing, I've really missed that. So I'm looking forward for some kind of machine which someone can invent for a good head massage. All right, can I have someone else on? I think NSK had raised his hand. All right, NSK, the question is for you. First, I'll set the context, of course. While hunting with friends, Sir Hugh Beaver wondered which game bird was fastest. No one knew. So Beaver asked London statisticians to compile a book of such records. The result was the Guinness Book of World Records, first published in 1955. Today, it includes records for unimaginable feats like polo stick jumping and whatnot. Considering your abilities, Toastmaster NSK, how could you get into the Guinness Book of World Records? Considering your abilities, how could you get into the Guinness Book of World Records, Toastmaster NSK?
Book of World Records will have the people who have performed well in a particular skill. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't have that skills. However, there are shortcuts to go into Guinness World Records. It need not be that you need to perform something. There is something called as group activity. A group yoga done by 1 lakh people on the beach road of Vishakhapatnam can go to Guinness World Book of Records. Imagine instead of 10 Toastmasters coming and delivering a table topics, if we have 1 lakh Toastmasters assemble at a place, wouldn't be a Guinness World Book of Record? Imagine what can we do as Toastmasters to make Toastmasters as an entry into Guinness World Book of Records. What can we do? Do you have any ideas? My idea is what I have pitched already. One, we can assemble multiple peoples and a same point. Or we can have a separate, different version of meeting which was not done by anyone. Like a Toastmasters meeting on Mount Everest base camp. What would
Wow.
it be? Would it not be a record? What about having a Toastmasters session during a scuba diving where we all go underwater and we don't speak, we will only show the cards which we carry? Would it be an experiment? There are multiple things to become an entry in Guinness World Book of Records. Because when I got through the record, there are many funny things which you don't even expect. The person who can open the bottles fastest, the person who can write with the smallest letters. There are multiple categories in Guinness World because which you can't even imagine. And I'm a person who never says I. I always say we. I don't want to go into Guinness World Book of Records. I want we to be going to Guinness World Book of Records. And let's try for it. Over to
Wow.
Stabilize.
Thank you so much, Sai Krishna. Spoken like a true Toastmaster, a true passionate Toastmaster, and spoken like a district officer that you are right now. The we is more important than the I. And conducting a Toastmasters meeting, why at the base camp? Why not on the top of the Everest? But then, okay, jokes apart, I really loved your take on collective entry into the Guinness Book of World Records. Thank you so much for your take. Wonderful it is. Toastmaster of the day, Pratik, do we have time for another one, or would you like me to wrap up?
I think let us take one more and conclude.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So with one last person, please come forward. I can see Pujit has raised his hand. So Pujit, this question is for you. I hope you're a foodie and you like gastronomy, but I'll set the context first. Captain James Cook's voyages to the South Pacific led him to discover the Hawaiian Islands in 1778, which he named the Sandwich Islands. His voyages were also remarkable because the crew remained in good health. Cook's insistence on proper diet greatly reduced the cases of scurvy on board his ship, the Endeavour. One of Cook's favorite dishes was parrot pie. Parrot the bird, parrot pie. His favorite dish was parrot pie. Toastmaster Pujit, what is the most unusual food you have ever eaten? What is the most unusual food you have ever eaten, Toastmaster Pujit?
Imagine if you had your own world class chef in your home, and obviously that would be our mothers. And speaking of the chef, my mother is a world class inventor and also a chef because she do experiments each and every day and testing on us with a different type of recipes. On a Sunday of morning, I was sleeping and dreaming like I was flying in the sky. But suddenly, a smell that hit my tip of the nose. And you know what? That was amazing. And I surprisingly woke up suddenly and went straight into the kitchen without even brushing. And I see her, my mother, enjoying the music and cooking. And you know what she cooking? She cooked a non-veg curry that I thought was firstly. And I served the food into my plate. And on the Sunday morning, what we expect the chicken or any non-veg. And I tasted that the curry with the rice. And my surprisingly, it was spicy and too spongy. And I thought, but it was chicken. And I eat the whole plate and I'm ready for the next round. But after eating it, my mother said it was a vegetable. It was a vegetable curry. And to my surprise, I was shocked. Did I eat vegetable in the Sunday morning? And I was wake and interrupt my dream to this vegetable curry. And that day was a milestone in my life because I felt like the non-veg or any chicken, mutton are the only one who feels good to my taste tongue. But that day, my mother proves me wrong that even vegetables are more tasty than any chicken or biryani. And if you felt like, what would you say? Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pujit, for that very unusual food that you ate. With that, we come to the end of the table topics round. Just a quick question to the timer. Have all the speakers spoken within their time limits of 1 to 2.5 minutes?
Yes.
Great. This is something that we really appreciate, that we learn to speak spontaneously, but we also respect the timelines that Toastmasters has put into place. Thank you so much to all the speakers for being so sportive and for participating in the table topics round. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Pratik.
Wow, what a round it was, and the way it was conducted, setting the context and then asking the other people to speak on.
Pratik,
Wonderful.
if I may, I have these cards. These are the cards that I've taken. Actually, everything is already here. It's on my brain. And actually, there are 5 boxes that I have. And these boxes, I mean, in total, I have some 300 and 400, 500 questions of table topics. This is all provided by Toastmasters International. I have not done anything. I've just gone and purchased the boxes.
My goodness, so many things are there, from Toastmasters to learn. And definitely, I'm sure that with DTM Mayuri in place, we are going to listen, we are going to hear, or we are going to see so many different things like this over a period of time. Okay, just to add on to DTM Mayuri's point, recently I was in Gujarat, and on the table topic front, me and my colleague was talking and was about to talk with a vice president on a critical topic. That time Toastmaster came into my body, and I was thinking, okay, how we will start. Like, the high management, top management people don't have time to listen for you for longer time. He will give you 1 or 2 minutes. In 1 to 2 minutes you have to tell the problems, tell the solutions, and give the approval. So in maybe 30 seconds, you have to tell the problem. So we were discussing that how we will start, how we will, set the context, and how we'll take the approval. And I was able to do that. So thanks to Toastmasters, and definitely in timely way, what DTM Mayuri said is very important. I always, hear this song, time is money, but money can buy no time. So it is like Justin Bieber song, and it is very, very relatable to us and everyone, and whether it is not a Toastmasters also. So this was the end of table topic round conducted by DTM Mayuri. Now we will move on to the last and the final round of the meeting, which is none other than general evaluation. I request Toastmaster Shahid, over to you to come on stage. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Thanks. And what a wonderful table topic session we had, and such an innovative way of bringing the context and talking on the things. And all the table topic who has taken up the speaking part, so they are very well, I say, like, they did more than 100% to that context. I see that thing in the face of table topic master. So it was a very well executed table topic, I feel. Yes, now it's the time for the general evaluation. So before going on to the evaluation part, so we will go with the speech evaluation. There is a one famous saying from Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam: excellence is a continuous process, not an accident. So being a speaker, we should strive towards the excellence. While striving towards it, we will be having so many hurdles. So what are those hurdles and how to overcome those? Those will be given by our evaluators. So to give the evaluation of today's speech from Hemavati, I would like to call up her evaluator, Toastmaster Pujit. So Toastmaster Pujit, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Syed, the general evaluator. So before I begin, may I know the timings of my target speaker timer?
Yes, 7 minutes 20 seconds.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
7 minutes 20 seconds.
Okay, cool. So re-greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and special greetings to my target speaker. Before going to my evaluation, let me ask you one straight question to all you people. Dear relatives, are you still annoying your kids in your family by asking, what's next? What are you doing? If you say yes, please raise your hands. Okay, I found a lot of good relatives in this meeting. So here comes my evaluation. So today I'm going to evaluate my target speaker in our traditional method, which comes for CRC. Commendations, where you excel, recommendations, where you need to refine, and conclusion, the summary of your speech. Toastmaster Hamavati, my commendations for you is you started with a question which grabs attention of all of us through all the members in the meeting, which binds all of audience to a speech to answer that question. And you waited to hear the response of them, that which was up to the mark. And then, Toastmaster Hamavati, throughout your speech, I found that you had included good transitions. Without in jumping to the segment, you included a well-structured transitions. And here's the example. Let me take you back to my Sunday morning, which was beautifully curved by you. Instead, you jumping to the Sunday morning, you just said, let me take you back to my Sunday morning. That was beautiful. And then throughout this your speech, you was composed and used the gestures and your body language well organized. And I see that you use a well structured body language with a straight pose. And when you hear and you giving the conversation between your mother and you and your father and you was right up to the mark and good fantastic job for us. Kudos to you for that. But Toastmaster Hamavati, even if you are a great speaker, you have some recommendations to improve, to refine yourself. My recommendations to you is you maintain a positive tone throughout your speech. But when you are giving a conversation, including a conversation in your speech, use the vocal varieties. Shift the tone to your parents, just like use the bass voice of your father, just like, in my childhood, you can shift that sweet, soft tone to back yourself as a kid. Yes, dad. When you're a kid, that makes your speech fabulous, and that made audience to bind your speech, because your objective is to include the body language and also the of vocal varieties in your speech. And I found that there was an audio glitch in your speech, which I can't hear some of your words when you're talking or giving your speech. That might happen in online meetings. But if you my conclusion to is, if you focus on the voice modulations and the audio missing on your internet glitch, you will become a fantastic speaker. So I challenge you to focus on the body language and also the voice modulation and present your speech again. Kudos to you and over to you, General Orator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pujit. Thanks for your evaluation. I hope the target speaker has taken up the whatever the recommendations. Please try to incorporate and try to enhance yourself and excel in the further speeches. Thanks. Yeah, with this we completed our speech evaluation session. Now move on to the one interesting role which we have in our meeting, that is active listener role. To play that role, I would like to call Toastmaster Varghese. Toastmaster Varghese, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shahid. I have prepared thousands of questions, but I know that time is limited. So let me choose a few from that one. My first question, please unmute yourself and get ready to give answer. My first topic, what was the dish Toastmaster Pradeep brought from outside? Toastmaster Pradeep, you are mute. You are muted, huh? You cannot. You don't have any voice here.
Chicken curry.
Chicken Maharaj.
Maharaja.
Chicken Maharaja, yes.
Chicken Maharaja.
Maharaja. Yeah. Where is Distinguished Toastmaster Mayuri is currently living?
Nagpur.
Nagpur. And my third question is, what time did Toastmaster Hemavadi's mother wake her up? What time?
7 o'clock.
Early morning?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. 11 o'clock exactly. I think who replied? Is it the evaluator?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. And third, based on table topics, what color Toastmaster Pradeep choose? And
Green.
what does it mean?
Green.
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 What does it mean?
Be the
Be
change.
be the
Peace.
change and bring the change.
Bring the change.
Positivity, I think. Positivity, yeah. This is what it's all about. Yeah. And about Toastmaster Vikram's table topic speech, in which category would Toastmaster Vikram like to establish a Nobel Prize?
Patience.
Patience.
Patience, exactly. And another one, what machine Toastmaster Harsha wants to invent?
Mission of
Kindness machine.
kindness.
Kindness. Yeah. Here comes, I'm coming to the last part. Time is money, but money can buy what?
Time.
Time. Yeah. Yeah, it's simple. And coming to the final question, Toastmaster Pujit evaluator, what format he used to evaluate Toastmaster Hemavati's speech?
PRC.
PRC.
CRC. And what is that final C stands for?
P for
Commendation, recommendation.
commendations, R for recommendations, and C for
Final C
summary or
is
conclusion.
conclusion. And the last question, what was the time taken by Toastmaster Hemavati?
7 minutes,
Deliver
20
her.
seconds.
I knew that either general evaluator or evaluator. Back to you, or general evaluator Toastmaster Shah.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Varghese. Thanks for such engaging questions, and I hope everyone enjoyed this active listening session. So maybe whoever are in just evaluation mode, they back to their listening, and I heard multiple voices for a same question. So that shows how much we are attentive in our meetings. And thanks, Varghese, for noting down all these questions and asking us. So now, so just as today's theme was presence of mind and the absence of mind. So I would like to share one simple thing which I feel most of you have experienced, the mobile. So we will be keeping the mobile in our hand and we are searching here and there, where is my mobile and where is my mobile? But later some point we will realize that it's in my hand only. So this is a small funny example I thought of sharing with you all. Yeah, now move on to the reports section. So now I would like to call upon my tag team to present their reports. So now let me call upon the timer. The timer for today's meeting is Toastmaster Aniket. So Toastmaster Aniket, could you please present your report?
Yeah, yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, among the prepared speeches section, Toastmaster Himavati spoke for 7 minutes 20 seconds. Among the table topics section, Toastmaster Pratik spoke for 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Varghese spoke for 2 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Harsha spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster NSK spoke for 1 minute 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Pujit spoke for 1 minute 50 seconds. Among the evaluation section also, Toastmaster Pujit spoke for 2 minutes 20 seconds. So everyone was within the time limit.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for the timer report. Now let me move on to the second role, that is R counter. So to give that report, let me call upon Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram to present the R counter report.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Vikram has used R 9 times and 2 times, sorry 1 time. And then Toastmaster Sagit R 4 times and 2 times. And then Toastmaster Aniket Ya 3 times. And then Toastmaster Pratik Agrawal used R 1 time, so 1 time, and then 12 times. And the Toastmaster Pujit used and 4 times, 3 times. And Toastmaster Varghese used 4 times, so 2 times, then 1 time, and 5 times, and the 1 time. Toastmaster Harsha, 1 time used Thank you. Back to Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you, Mohan Sundaram sir, for the detailed report. Now, be pragmatic, see how you have used these things, and whether we are all on same page or not. Let me call upon our grammarian to present his report. He is none other than Toastmaster Vikram. Toastmaster Vikram, please present your grammarian report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid. I appreciate your pragmatic way of using the word of the day and idiom of the day just before I present the report. And yeah, so today I found some of you use the word of the day and the idiom of the day, though I did not see many people using it. But I encourage you all to use it in your upcoming conversations. Please understand that these word of the day and idiom of the day is so important to improve your vocabulary. As a Toastmaster, it's not only important for us to take up roles, to give speeches, or to evaluate others. It is also important to improve your vocabulary over time so that you will have a lot of words to express your thoughts very clearly to others. You don't have to use sentences, huge sentences, but you will be able to express yourself with just one word if you improve your vocabulary. So that is the importance of having. Sometimes even if you use multiple words, you cannot express your feelings. But just that one right word at the right time makes the right impact, right? So that's why we are giving this kind of words. And today, the wonderful word pragmatic has been used by multiple people. I can see Toastmaster Pratik, Toastmaster Varghese, Toastmaster Mayuri, myself, and Toastmaster Shahid just now using the word of the day. And idiom of the day by Toastmaster Pratik, idiom Mayuri, and then I saw Toastmaster Shahid just now using it. And other than that, I have also used it during my initial session. Okay, so coming to the grammar usages. Today I can see great speakers on the stage. Everyone has given a wonderful table topics, speeches, and evaluations. And then the theme itself was explained by our Toastmaster of the day very well, right? So I can list down few good usages, and I also found few improvements from some of the speakers. All right, so here the good usages. Toastmaster Pratik, who played the Toastmaster of the day today, had used multiple nice words, but one thing which caught my attention and which he reused repeatedly is be the change and bring the change. And Toastmaster Varghese were wonderfully said that success is determined by the kindness you show to others, which grabbed my attention as a grammar. Coming to DTM Mayuri again, she had used multiple nice words. Her language is very nice, and I could learn a lot from her whenever she was on stage. So the things like what she did during her table topic session, she was very thoughtfully using the method of setting the context and giving a topic. So I like that method. And coming to this usages, considering your abilities. So sometimes we don't get these kind of words, jargons used together in his book of world records. So these are some of the words which I thought are I heard don't I've not heard much, but these are the things which I heard for the first time today. And coming to Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram, I think great speaker, but what I feel is, Mohan Sundaram, when you are coming on stage, you can make your speeches a little more so that I can evaluate your grammar and give you some kind of comments. But you are very crisp in your report whenever you are coming on the initial time when you are explaining about your role, and as well as when you gave the report, you are very crisp. But if you speak for little more, then I can evaluate your grammar. But otherwise, you are a great speaker and very confident speaker as well. Coming to Toastmaster Pujit, again a confident speaker. Some good usages are ready for the next round. When his mom has served him food, I think he used this word ready for the next round. And okay. And then I saw the words like transition, example tone, fabulous, vocal variety, audio glitch. I think instead of saying that there was an audio issue, he said there is an audio glitch, which attracted my attention. Whatever I see here, one small correction is my conclusion to you. Toastmaster Pujit, you can make it as my conclusion is. All right. So Toastmaster Shahid, you use this word excel in your one of the speeches, which I like. And Toastmaster Hemavati and Toastmaster Aniket, I can still see you can. Toastmaster Hemavati, your speech was great, but I still feel you can come closer to the camera. And sometimes I cannot hear you as there was a glitch. But otherwise, you are a great speaker as well. But when you are on a speaker, please make sure you have a mic, you have a laptop, so that everyone can hear you very clearly. And Toastmaster Aniket, I think the same feedback. You can smile more and be more expressive. I feel that your voice is flat, but you have to make little more variations and be emotional. Whenever you are on the stage, you have to express yourself more, right? Your facial expressions has to be Toastmaster Harsha, I can see a great transition in your speeches. Whenever you are on stage, your hand gestures are great. And some of the good usages, pretty sure, humanity, machine of kindness, people encourage people. So all these are very good usages. And coming to Toastmaster NSK, wow, what a table topics he has delivered. 1 lakh Toastmasters in one place, pitch, assemble, Toastmaster meeting on Mount Everest during a base camp, Toastmaster meeting during scuba diving, and we go together.
I think there is some
Yeah, I think we lost Toastmaster Vikram's connection.
network issue with him.
Yeah, I think
No
he
problem.
has almost reached to the end of the report. I can see that from
Yeah,
the screen which he has shared.
no problem. You can move on then. No problem.
Yep. Yeah. So with this, we have completed our tag team's report. So let me just go through my general evaluator report. So I, as a general evaluator, for today's meeting, I feel it is it's a power pack performance from everyone, from speaker, evaluator, table topic masters, and the theme of the meeting and everything. I felt it was a very well executed meeting, and there are learnings as well from the table topics, from the individual speeches. And the meeting strengths today's, I could say, like the table topic session and the theme of the meeting, presence of the mind and the absence of the mind. And and the transition of the meeting is also good from one session to the other session. And we started on time, and we still have 20 more minutes to go as per the planned meeting. And I would like to give kudos to the role players who have taken up the roles and gone through it and well executed and presented their reports. And on the reports part, I would have one improvement to say to the timer and the R counter is like whenever you are presenting a report, if it is visible and if you can share like how the grammarian Toastmaster Vikram has shown, so that will be more representable and it will reach to the particular person. So that is one suggestion from my end for the reports. Please try to, whenever you take the same role for the next time, try to incorporate that and try to present the reports in a screen format, so that it will be easy for everyone to understand and to get the whatever the required things from. Let's say I have used 10 hours, just now the accountant has given report, so maybe I might forget. If I see, that will be more impactful than just listening. That is one thing. And the areas of improvement for the speaker, I felt like it was an open area and it was on mobile, so that the voice was quite disturbing in between. So try to adjust your audio and video, and so that it will avoid these kind of glitches going forward. And Yeah. So overall, I felt it's a very energetic engagement from everyone, uh, whether it is a table topic master or the table or our Toastmaster of the day. The engagement was very good. They have asked multiple questions and the people have responded with their personal things. So whenever we learn the things from our own personal things of others, so that will definitely make an impact, what I feel. So these all, I think I have covered whatever I have observations. So with this, I'll conclude my general evaluation and I will give back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pratik Agarwal.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid. And Toastmaster Vikram has rejoined. Toastmaster Vikram, actually, we have started the final evaluation. If you want to add something which is missing, you can add.
No. Sorry for the interruption, but I have completed my grammarian report, and everybody has spoken well today. And I request you all to keep joining our meetings, and so that we can evaluate your grammar and give you some great feedbacks. Thank you, Pratik.
Okay, thank you very much. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, what a meeting it was. And I think we got a wonderful evaluation from the general evaluator. Now, let us conclude the theme of the day. The theme of the day was presence of mind and the absence of mind. And I heard from many of you some of the stories. I will take one more event from any one of you, and then I will conclude on the theme. Anybody wants to, if something is going inside your mind, that I would have shared the story, like Shahid shared, Toastmaster Shahid shared, Toastmaster Vikram shared, and Toastmaster, Vargish shared. Might be something is going in your mind related to car keys or something else. You can tell that. The last one I will take, otherwise I will
May I,
conclude. Yeah,
may I
please.
share one more?
Yes, why not? Please.
This is one of the scariest one. I'll tell you what happened. It was when my second daughter was 2 years old. Now she is 18 years almost. So it was 15, 16 years ago. One day I took my daughter and went to my ancestral home, to my parents. It's almost 300 meters from my home. So I was driving there. On the way, there is my second elder brother's home. House is there. So all of a sudden my baby came out. My second baby. She came out and she said, no, to give me Sarah because their kids are all, I mean, grow old. I mean, their kids, the last kid was 10 years old that time. So my Sarah is only 2 years old. She said, oh, let me keep Sarah with me. So I just hand over Sarah, 2 years old Sarah to my baby. And I drove to ancestor home. It was close, only 100 meters away from my brother's home. I just spend my 2, 3 hours with my parents, my youngest brother. My youngest brother is, everything for me. I don't know how the youngest one in every family, like same, my youngest brother is everything for me. So we spoke for almost 2, 3 hours. Then I literally forgot about Sarah. I came back without taking her back. I gone back to home, and when I parked the vehicle, my wife came to me to grab Sarah, and Sarah's not inside the vehicle. Where is Sarah? Where did you where did you put her? She started crying. Then all of a sudden I realized, oh, Sarah was with me. Then I said to her, don't worry, she's with Bobby, nothing to worry. Then I gone back and to her back. This is, if it had been happening somewhere else, it would have been really, scary. But it was with my Bobby, my sister-in-law. That's why there was no issue. This is one of the memorable absence of mine, which is still, I'm really, worried about. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster. I think I took more time. Sorry for that.
No problem. So this is the
Yeah.
most important thing. The most important thing or a person in our life, we keep it at a so special place that sometimes we forget that we have kept in a so special place. And he has done the same with Sarah. And we do the same thing. Like, for example, if we are going somewhere and we have to keep our wallet, so we keep our wallet at a very safe place, and sometimes we forget where we have kept it. So this is what about presence of mind and the absence of mind. I'm just making yourself aware What is this? You all know it. So, presence of mind is not about reacting fast. It's all about pausing at the right moment, my dear friends. So I will just tell you just one mantra in which we can practice a presence of mind approach is, if something is going on inside your mind, you have to just compare it with the outside world and take a call, and vice versa. If something is going on outside your voice, outside the world, you have to just compare it with whatever is your belief system and take a decision. So take decision after having a balanced approach of outside and inside, and move forward. So this was all about the theme of the day, presence of mind and the absence of mind. Thanks for sharing your stories after listening to my stories. These are all the practical stories which we can implement to have a better presence of mind. So this is the end of the meeting, and we can close this now. Today it is 8:49 on the clock, and I would like to hand over, not hand over, before handing over, I am having something as a president of Toastmasters Club. I was not having the camera on in the initial. So I want to share what, as a compliant club, the most compliant club of Toastmasters International, we got the award. So this is none other than this stand. This is a mobile stand which I have received on behalf of all of you. So a big round of applause that our club got the most compliant club of Toastmasters International, and uh, it is with me right now. Okay, but I would like to hand over this to someone, and with your permission. I would like to hand over it with someone. Today I am in Pune, so I would like to hand over with someone who is in Pune, and he is a person whom I have seen always growing. Initially what he was and today what he is, with his consistent approach. So I would like to give this to him. He is none other than Toastmaster Aniket. Toastmaster Aniket, can I have you on screen? So it is just on behalf of Sattvic Toastmasters Club. One person needs to keep this. We know everybody cannot keep this. So I would like to, dedicate this to you. I hope you will accept this. Yeah. Thank you very much for accepting this. I will definitely make sure that how you will get this from my side in Pune itself. Okay, so this was all from my side. Over to you, Sergeant in Arms, Toastmaster Aniket, for closing.
Yeah, thank you for everyone who attended this meeting. So I hope the guests found this meeting as enjoyable and will keep continue attending the meeting. So yeah, with this I conclude the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. So you can stop the recording, and I would like to take, I think, few moments from Toastmaster NSK. I met him in Jubilance. I forgot